Hello, I'm Jeremy Holliday, and I just completed my third year teaching at St. George Elementary, pictured there next to my wife, Tricia, and my son, Dean, and I. A little bit more about me. I grew up in a small town of Soldier, Kansas, went to a 2A high school, Jackson Heights, north of Holton. I'm the oldest of 8. I have one sister and 6 brothers. My dad is an ag teacher, which is a huge reason I went into the field of education. I actually teach with him, which is a lot of fun too. We're in the same district. My wife Tricia is a speech pathologist for Manhattan School District, and we're coming up on our 4th anniversary at the end of June. I teach 1st and 2nd grade at St. George. I teach 1st grade reading and 2nd grade math. In my homeroom, it's a combination of 1st and 2nd graders. So I get the chance to work 2 years with students. I love having the leadership within my classroom from students who were with me their first year. I coach middle school boys basketball, which is a blast, and pictured there is Dean. He was born in February. I love his smile. It just brings joy every time I look at that picture. And I love sports. I love all things related to sports, and yeah, that's me. A little reflection of our school and how our SPED program does. We've got 3 main teachers: the functional life skills teacher, the K through 2 teacher, and the 3rd through 6 teacher who work with SPED students. We also have speech pathologists, psychologists, OT, PT, and we are the hub for emotional and behavioral disabilities within our co-op. Overall, I rated us at a 7 out of 10. I think we've got very understanding teachers who really seek to involve students within our classroom. We do a good job of following IEPs, and we're doing the best with what we're given. As with all things, though, I do think there's room for improvement. I think that with more plan time for SPED staff, that would allow us to strengthen our program, and as well as training for staff altogether. I think it would be beneficial there, and I'll dive into that a little more later. As far as myself, I rated myself 6 out of 10. This was my first year teaching with students from the functional life skills program within my homeroom, and I taught these students during my theme lessons, science and social studies. I oftentimes struggled with knowing the pace at which to move within these lessons. I oftentimes found myself trying to slow down or asking peers to help with writing, and so yeah, I'm excited to grow in this area, and I think that having had 1 year of experience, I know a little more what to look for this 2nd year with these students in my homeroom. As far as a plan to enhance current practices, I think collaborative plan time for SPED staff. I had the chance to speak with the SPED staff. Actually, they wanted monthly meetings. I think it'd be awesome though if they could get weekly meetings where they're meeting together to talk about IEPs or students they're assessing. I think also allowing them to have plan time with gen ed teachers would be extremely beneficial for us to continue to just work on all being on the same page. I think consistent staff is important. Our paras kind of felt like a revolving door this school year, and I think because we are lacking in competitive pay for paras, that's a huge reason for that revolving door this school year. So raising our pay would be beneficial. Training opportunities for staff, whether it's through PBIS, the Positive Behavioral Interventions and Support, or whether it's through helping us know how to present information in our lessons. These opportunities would be beneficial, so we're kind of universal across the board. More social emotional learning opportunities for students would be helpful. We've got 1 counselor at the moment, and it would be great for us to hire a 2nd, or to have a social worker who's at our school full time. We currently have a social worker who comes in once a week, which in my opinion we need to have more help than that. So I think funding plays a major part in this. Currently we're a part of a co-op, and you're battling for resources with other schools within the co-op, and obviously with the competitive pay too, that's a huge thing for us to battle with as well. So I'm excited to learn from you guys the rest of this class, and thanks for watching.